See, what we are going to cover today is something very, very important, and I don't know whether have you ever noticed this or not. So let me share my screen, and from there we will take it up. All right, so you can see my screen. Is it visible? Can I see some yes, no? It's visible, right? Okay. So let me come back to the screen. So what essentially we will be discussing today is something very, very amazing. And we are talking about self-discipline. Now, self-discipline begins with the willingness to be on time to whatever you want to do. And why I connected it with food, or why I connected it with overeating? Because self-discipline begins with hunger. If you have the power over your eating and drinking habits, you can take charge of everything else. Now, what I'm going to share tonight is the neuroscience of hunger. The neuroscience. Now, here is why this is not a motivational talk. Your brain has a hierarchy of needs. And at the top of that hierarchy, before goals, before discipline, before willpower, sits survival. And food is survival. Imagine the life of animals. Other than human beings, like only human has this being thing. Animals don't have being. Animals have only one basic instinct, that is survival. And they have another basic instinct, which is reproduction. But they follow a normal, natural reproductive cycle, reproduction system. Okay. So food is the significance or the sign of survival, which means your brain treats it as the highest priority signal it receives all day. Now, every time you override a craving, you are not just refusing food. You are sending a signal to your prefrontal cortex that you are in charge. Not the impulse, not the habit loop, not the default. You. And that signal compounds. So every time you override a craving, like आपको खाने का मन कर लेकिन आपने नहीं खाया, you are not just refusing food. You are sending a signal to the prefrontal cortex. Prefrontal cortex क्या है अपना ब्रेन का? Decision making center. तो उसको आप एक मैसेज दे रहे हो that now you are in charge. Not the impulse, not the habit loop, not the default, but you. And that signal keeps on compounding. Now the brain runs on glucose, but it also runs on patterns. When you consistently choose what to eat instead of reacting to what your body demands, you are literally training the decision making part of your brain to override the reactive part. And this is not discipline, this is neurological rewiring. Okay, we'll discuss this in detail. अभी बस खाली आप ऑब्जर्व करते जाओ and just start taking the information which is just coming to you. So when you consistently choose what to eat, instead of reacting to what your body demands, you are literally training the decision making part of your brain to override the reactive part. So this is not discipline, this is neurological rewiring. Your subconscious mind learned to use food as a regulation tool before you could speak. Think about your childhood. Think about a child when it was born. The child can only respond to the stimulus linked to hunger. Just think of a baby. उसको सिर्फ हंगर से मतलब है. And that is the time the subconscious starts developing. So subconscious starts learning to use food as a regulation tool before you could speak. Discomfort means hunger. So little bit of discomfort. For that child, it was hunger. Food meant relief. Think about a newborn baby. The only thing, the only feelings that a newborn baby reflects to is hunger. उसको भूख लगता है, आप उसको दूध पिला दो, and the food means relief for the child, for the baby. The food translates into safety, comfort, and love for that baby. So that wiring does not disappear when you become an adult. It just goes underground. आपका original wiring is connected with your food, with your hunger. The moment the hunger is satisfied, you sense a feeling of relief and safety, comfort, and love. And it runs your eating habit from below the level of conscious thought. बहुत ध्यान से सुनना मैं जो कह रहा हूं. You are already a victim. You are already a victim. The only thing is you are not aware of it. Now, this is why you do not eat because you are hungry. You eat because you are anxious, you are bored, you are overwhelmed, you are lonely. Requesting everyone to mute yourself. Okay, so we are here. So you eat because you're anxious, because you're bored, because you're overwhelmed, because you're lonely. That is how food has become a part of our everyday life today. Your body learned that food fixes feelings, and your subconscious never got the update that it does not have to anymore. Your body learned that food fixes feelings, and your subconscious mind never got the update that it does not have to anymore. फीलिंग्स को फिक्स करने के लिए फूड की जरूरत नहीं है, ये आपके सबकॉन्शियस को आपने कभी सिखाया ही नहीं. It has become your default behavior. Ask yourself, actually, do you eat when you are hungry, or you just eat because you are supposed to eat during those hours? That's it. Okay. Now, when you master the urge to eat reactively, you are not just changing a habit. It's like you are telling yourself, I will eat only when I'm hungry, otherwise I won't. जरूरी नहीं कि किसी पे घर के हम गए और उन्होंने हमारे सामने चाय रख दी, साथ में वो स्नैक्स रख दी, और हम उनको मना नहीं कर पाए, because it has become a part and parcel of our everyday living. So despite I'm not hungry, despite I'm not thirsty, I'm still eating and drinking the tea and eating whatever been given with that tea. That is why when you do it reactively, like you are very clear that I'm not going to do it right now, I'm not going to eat this food or drink right now unless and until I feel hungry. That's how the entire animal kingdom lives. They eat only when they are hungry. That's how you and I used to live when we were born. Imagine. You can actually visualize your childhood if you can remember. You are eating only when you are hungry. If you are not hungry, you are not eating. Your parents are forcing you to eat after some time, and you are not feeling like eating at all. Going against the nature. So, what is happening when you start disciplining yourself to eat on time? I'm just talking about time right now. You are interrupting the oldest emotional regulation program in your system. So, this is there inside your brain as an emotional regulation system, regulation program. आपका emotion को regulate कर रहा है. The moment you eat something, your emotion is getting controlled. That is why it feels so hard. You are not fighting hunger. You are fighting the part of your brain that learned food equals safe. So every moment when you are eating without being hungry, what essentially you are doing is you are getting into survival mode. If you are feeling something, you are unable to control that feeling, and you are just eating something. That's how the brain has been programmed over time. And here is what transfers. The same impulse control that stops you from reaching for food when you are stressed is the same circuit that stops you from sending the message to you should not send. Listen to this very carefully. The same impulse control that stops you from reaching for food when you are stressed is the same circuit that stops you from sending the message you should not send. The same impulse control, जो impulse है आपने उसे कंट्रोल किया कि नहीं खाना अभी, है ना. अब डॉक्टर ने बोल दिया समोसा नहीं खाना, because the doctor said now you cannot take samosa, and you can also tell the host कि डॉक्टर ने अभी मना की इसलिए मैं समोसा नहीं खा सकती. So everything is controlled, things are in control. But if the doctor doesn't say, then you might even say even eat two samosas instead of one. Like that happens with me. Okay, so I'm just telling about myself. So the same impulse control that stops you from reaching for food when you are stressed is the same circuit that stops you from sending the message you should not send. Quitting when it gets hard, choosing the short term over the long term. It's like one muscle every day. So essentially, what we are talking about is that it's easy to control your eating habits by simply focusing on one thing, that I will eat only when I'm hungry, period. How about practicing that for some time? So look at this. The ancient traditions knew this before neuroscience confirmed it. Neuroscience तो आज की बात है. You think about the ancient traditions. Every major discipline practice. You think about stoicism, you think about military training, you think of spiritual practice, began with control over food and appetite. है कि नहीं? You go to Brahma Kumaris, you go to uh, Isha Foundation, you go to Vipassana. they have fixed time for food. और वहां पे आपको बोला भी जाता है आप उतना ही खाओ जितना आपका हंगर सेटिस्फाई करने के लिए काफी है. Do not eat to fill your stomach. Do not eat to satisfy your tongue. Just eat as much to satisfy your appetite. That's it. We are the only animals on this planet who eat cooked food. Can you think of any animal who is eating cooked food? Unless you train that animal to eat cooked food. So हमारा body भी वैसे ही designed है. But हमने क्या किया over the years, because of being forced by our parents or teachers in the schools, we created a new way of eating. And that eating fundamentally is all about filling your stomach. बोलते हैं ना पेट भर के खा लो. अब बच्चों को सुबह कैसे खिलाते हैं? पेट भर के. दोपहर को खिला रहे हैं पेट भर के. एवरी टाइम वी आस्क दैट चाइल्ड पेट भर गया, पेट भर गया. हम बात भी वैसे ही करते हैं. अभी उसका पेट नहीं भरा, देखो ना, आई हैव टेकन दिस वन बोल. अब पूरा खाएगा तो पेट भरेगा. बट टेक्निकली नेचुरली दैट चाइल्ड, उसका जो सिस्टम है, आपका जो मेरा सिस्टम, इट इज नॉट डिजाइन टू ईट अ होल लॉट एंड फिल द स्टोमक. So every major discipline practice, which is stoicism, military training, or spiritual practice, they all began with control over food and appetite. Not because food is the goal, because it is the most primal test of who is running your behavior, you or your defaults. Observe how you behave when you eat. आज मैंने आप लोगों को एक एक्टिविटी दिया था, but surprising nobody joined the session at 7:55. Sorry, 8:25. Nobody joined. Somebody joined at 8:30, 3:34, something like that. That's it. मैंने एक्टिविटी दिया था, मैंने बोला कि 8:25 में आओ, शांति से बैठो, think of your favorite food, visualize it, and spend some time with that food and observe what is happening. People are watching my messages which I'm posting since the morning, but nobody is serious about it, surprisingly. मतलब एक दो छोड़ के किसी में भी मैंने कोई सीरियसनेस नहीं देखा. As if people know everything. मुझे सब कुछ पता है. कौन सी बड़ी बात होने वाली है? कौन महापुरुष आया हमें ज्ञान देने के लिए, हमें डिसिप्लिन करने के लिए? Not because food is the goal, because it is the most primal test of who is running your behavior. Observe करो, आपका बिहेवियर कौन रन कर रहा है? आप कर रहे हो या आपके डिफॉल्ट्स कर रहे हैं? जो सिस्टम्स आपने बना के रखा है, आपको पता तक नहीं, वो रन कर रहा है आपको, आपके बिहेवियर्स को, या आप रन कर रहे हो? So the question is never what you ate today. The question is who made that decision. Your conscious mind or a program written before you were old enough to choose. That is where discipline actually begins. So, like, this program is for children, like for the parents who are handling their children. We talk about parenting, parenting, parenting. अरे पेरेंटिंग करने से पहले खुद को तो पेरेंट करो. Do you even know that what is running you? It's your default system or you? Who is running your thoughts? Who is running your behavior with your child? Who is running your behavior with yourself? Who is running your behavior with your spouse? Did you ever check that? और सबका जड़ है खाली आपका फूड हैबिट, आपका ईटिंग हैबिट, सब कुछ वहीं पे है, सब कुछ वहीं पे है. You know, like some of you know that I'm working with two schools, and now a third school I have has also been added to my God's gift. You know, one of the objective to every parent given to the children of that school is you do not force them to eat. Let them ask for food. Let them ask. So if they do not want to eat food in the morning while leaving for home, while leaving for school, मत दो. बच्चा कितना दिन करेगा? You'll be surprised if you see those children today. ना उनके पेरेंट्स चिंतित हैं कि मेरा बच्चा कब खाएगा, कितना खाएगा, ना बच्चा चिंतित है. बच्चों को पूछा जाता है कि आज टिफिन में ये दिया है, इज इट ओके विथ यू और इट्स मोर और लेस, क्या लग रहा है? बच्चा का बोलता है बहुत ज्यादा है, ठीक है, कितना कम करना उतना कम कर दो, आप देखो बच्चा खाता है कि नहीं. Many new things are happening in the same school. Children are saying मम्मी आज थोड़ा ज्यादा देना because I share it with my friend, उसको भी अच्छा लगता है. So okay, now I'm opening this forum to this conversation, to this discussion, that whatever I shared, let's have a discussion on this. Because this is an open forum, like we are doing it for the first time under the TC banner, that it's an open forum. It's not about training, it's not about experience, it's not about what I would say, that putting things in a particular perspective. It's purely about you come with an open mind in the session and you talk, preferably talk sense. So to talk sense, it's very simple to talk sense. You are just sharing from your own experience. That's it. You don't need to manipulate anything. कि मुझे ऐसा लगता है, मैंने ऐसा सोचा है, मैंने ऐसा देखा है, कोई जरूरत नहीं है. Just share from your life experience and you see what happens. Because whenever you share from your life experiences, you have no choice but to talk sense. You have already gone through it. It's not a theory for you. You have gone through it. All right, so let's go. Go ahead, talk. So I've done my job. We have 25 minutes now. 26 minutes. Let's go ahead.
So, Brother
Yes, Vivek.
Pinaki, could I?
Yes, Vivek, go ahead.
Okay. Okay.
So I have a confusion around. I wanted to ask a question where we are saying, what about the food giving the energy part, which kids don't understand that this food is giving me energy and to do a certain activity, to play sports or something, they need that particular energy. And if they don't understand, and if we leave them and for taste reasons or something, if they do not understand, then what happens?
Mhm. Okay, let's go back to the natural world. नेचर में चले जाते हैं. थिंक अबाउट देयर चाइल्डहुड. उसी बच्चे का चाइल्डहुड सोचो, जब वो बच्चा पैदा हुआ था, 2 महीना, 3 महीना, 6 महीना, आपने क्या किया था उसके साथ? आपने जबरदस्ती तो नहीं खिलाया ना. उस टाइम पे वो बच्चा बोला कि बच्चा रोया, रोने का मतलब है उसको भूख लगी है. बच्चा दो ही कारण में रोता है, या तो दर्द हो रहा है या तो भूख लगी है. So if it is not pain, even hunger is a kind of pain also. So उस पेन को एड्रेस करने के लिए आपने उस टाइम पे बच्चे को क्या खिलाया? I don't think you have given burger or pastry to that child. है ना? तो उसका वो आदत किसने डाला?
थोड़ा हमने, थोड़ा एनवायरनमेंट ने।
हम ही ने डाला. डोंट पुट इट टू एनवायरनमेंट. एनवायरनमेंट ने कुछ नहीं किया, हम ही ने डाला.
नहीं
हमने
नहीं,
बोला बेटा
मतलब
केक खा ले.
No,
Now to
actually,
our
exposure
children,
to outer world. Environment,
एक्सपोजर टू
yes,
आउटर,
environment
हाँ,
based.
लाइक,
एनवायरनमेंट बहुत बाद में आया विवेक. एनवायरनमेंट तो
या,
तब आया जब अपने बच्चे को एनवायरनमेंट में आपने एक्सपोज किया.
राइट।
See, since that I can tell about my daughters. वो जब बच्चे थे, छोटे थे, तभी से हमने उनको दो चीज समझा दिया था, छोटी छोटी बातें. क्योंकि पार्टीज होते थे, हमने बात केक का क्रीम मत खाना, इट इज नॉट गुड फॉर यू. और कोई कोल्ड ड्रिंक्स मत पीना, इट्स नॉट गुड फॉर यू. बस दे गॉट दिस मैसेज वेरी क्लियर. सो दे यूज टू आस्क, थोड़ा सा पी लूं? हम बोलते ठीक है, थोड़ा सा लो, जस्ट फॉर द टेस्ट, not for the quantity. They still have that practice, they still have that habit. है ना? तो बाहर जाने से पहले हमने उनको जो सीखा वही लेके बाहर जाएगा ना. आप जो उसको कपड़े पहनाओगे वही कपड़ा पहन के बाहर जा रहा है. Got that, विवेक? आपके साथ भी ऐसा ही हुआ है. Then after some time you discovered कि these foods are not good for me. Probably you have seen somewhere else. किसी और को आपने करते हुए देखा, उसका हालत खराब है. तो then you also stopped it. But now you are thinking कि मैं बच्चे को कैसे स्टॉप करवाऊं. है ना? Give him the message, that's it. You look at the animal world. वहां पे ये सब है नहीं. आप किसी किसी भी एनिमल को पिज्जा और बर्गर देके देके देखो खाता है कि नहीं, कितना वो टेस्टी. बिकॉज दे हैव दैट सेंस. उसका सेंस ही उसको बता देता है कि दिस इज नॉट फॉर मी, दिस इज नॉट गुड फॉर मी. या लेट्स कैरी ऑन. गुड दैट यू सेड दिस विवेक. दिस इज द प्रोग्राम. अभी हम प्रोग्राम की बात कर रहे थे. दिस इज हाउ वी आर प्रोग्रामिंग द माइंड ऑफ द चाइल्ड. See, I am an NLP master practitioner, so naturally I deal with words only. So every word that you use in your communication, you are programming your mind as well as the other person's mind. अगर वो सुन रहा है तो. So in case of child, you are programming the mind of the child till the child is about 6 years young. 6 साल आपको मिलता है बच्चे को तैयार करना. उसके बाद भी होता है. And by the time the child is 6 years or 6.5 years, he is almost 95% mature. He knows every word to express himself. Maturity क्या है? You know the words to express yourself. So he has the complete vocabulary which is good enough to express himself or herself. Okay, let's come back. So yes, hunger. Yes, Taruna ma'am, please go ahead.
I just want to share my experience. It's about childhood only. My brother was suffering from jaundice at that time. I'm talking about 80s, early 80s, when there was no proper treatment and medicine for this illness. So he was, stopped from eating rice, haldi, outside food, sweets, milk, whatsoever. Only chapati and dal ka pani, and whatever he was allowed to, he started to hate that, like rasgulla, sugarcane juice, which was prescribed by doctor. And I was the one, it came to our house freshly prepared every day for him. Kache papite ki barfi mama used to make, and it was my party time. And I have developed the taste for these unusual things which a child does not eat. I was 6 or 7 years old that time. I had gala time with all those things. I was very happy. Okay, my brother is not eating, I will have it. This is my share only. Mama was also very happy. Okay, so till date I know what is very good for liver. Okay, my brother doesn't look at sugarcane juice, rasgulla whatsoever. But from that time he knew that this fried karela or kathal or all those veggies which children generally avoid during their childhood, so he used to crave for that. and he loves to eat everything now. And the other example is of my daughter, as you said. We never had put any kind of restriction because I'm from a Kayast family and a joint family, party was usually there. I'm a pure vegetarian. My daughter also turned out to be a vegetarian, and no chocolates, no burger, no Maggie, but everything came at home. But then we had given her instruction that every day you eat small, small. This is yours only. And she is only the child at home. And, for months, one pack of chocolate used to be there in the refrigerator. Ultimately, I had to throw it then. And but it's just the opposite in case of my husband. He says if I go to the restaurant I can't resist, so better I don't go, you people eat and come home. I will eat my stuff at home. He cannot sit with us also, he cannot stop himself from eating those heavy stuff, creamy items. So how he stops himself? He sits in the car and wait, and we are eating outside. So sometimes, restrictions of certain, like you said, doctor ne kaya mat khao. I am very, very, bold and flat speaking in this in this matter, that if somebody is offering you samosa pastry, I will say no. And people really got annoyed because of this habit of mine right from childhood. So I think that is the default mechanism. Unless and until I am hungry, or really wish to eat, not just because of taste. I mean, I have a very good self control over all these things.
Good. So now what we are connecting the dots with is self-discipline. Can you see that actually happening? That when you take control on food, you take control on your eating habits, by default, you become self-disciplined. Eating is something जिसका ना मतलब importance सिर्फ अंदर से पता चलता है. So you eat for whatever reason. The reason comes from inside, whether it is for taste, whether it is for quality, whether it is for quantity, whether it is for whatever. It comes from inside. So self-discipline is all about that. It comes from inside. You know, हम बच्चों को discipline करने की कोशिश करते हैं. If we train them how to become self-disciplined, the job will be easy. Instead of forcing them to discipline the way we want. It's all internal. It's all internal. Yes, Rekha, please.
First of all, thanks for this wonderful session, Pinaki. Really interesting. मतलब ये वाला thought मेरे तो mind में ऐसे नहीं आया कभी भी. It is really nice. I want to share a small incident with my children and
Why don't
my.
you come on camera, Rekha?
Okay. Yes.
You look so
हाँ.
beautiful.
Thank you.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, like children are usually fond of like burger, pizza, Maggie kind. My children are also very fond of. Now they are, मतलब, as they are becoming, बोलूंगी कि जैसे जैसे बड़े होते गए वैसे वैसे उनको खुद को लगा नहीं यार ये अब नहीं बस. तो मैं एक छोटा सा इंसिडेंट शेयर करूंगी. जब वो स्कूल टाइम की बात है, तो आई यूज टू से चलो राघव आज कुछ अनहेल्दी खाते हैं. Then he became very happy. Wow, मम्मा ये हुई ना बात. वाह इंटरेस्टिंग. चलो चलो आज तो हम बर्गर खाने वाले हैं काइंड. तो मतलब आई मतलब थिंक सो कि उसके माइंड में ये मैसेज चला गया ना, अनहेल्दी खाते हैं. अनहेल्दी वर्ड, जैसे वर्ड आप हमेशा बोलते हो ना, मुझे मैं इससे कनेक्ट कर रही हूँ. कि हमने एंजॉय भी किया, हाँ चलो बर्गर खाते हैं, मतलब कनेक्शन भी हुआ बच्चे से. लेकिन मैंने मैसेज दे दिया भाई ये अनहेल्दी है, ये हम रोज रोज नहीं खा सकते, कभी कभी. जैसे कभी चलो आज मैगी टाइम. तो मैगी टाइम का भी मेरे बड़े बेटे को जब बहुत छोटा था अचानक से उसको बहुत पसंद आ गई भाई. तो मुझे लगा यार ये तो डेली मैगी मांग रहा है. फिर मैंने उसका उसका सैटरडे फिक्स कर दिया. तो वीक में चलो एक दिन मैगी. तो उसको ये हो गया, वेट होती थी कि मैगी डे हमारा, सैटरडे इज द मैगी डे सैटरडे काइंड थिंग. तो आपको मतलब आपने उस तरह से रिस्ट्रिक्ट भी नहीं किया, लेकिन आप सारी चीजों को बिल्कुल उनको दूर भी नहीं रख सकते भी, चलो है तो आपको करना पड़ेगा, लेकिन ऐसा भी नहीं डेली डेली डेली. तो वही मैं बोल रही हूँ कि उनको पता लगना चाहिए ये हमारे लिए कैसा है. कहीं ना कहीं किस तरह से आप मैसेज दे रहे हो, इट मैटर्स।
Absolutely.
हाँ
Absolutely.
तो
Awareness. Absolutely.
अवेयरनेस, अवेयरनेस नाउ दे आर अवेयर, मतलब उनको ऐसा नहीं है कि डेली है, उनको खुद को लगता है नहीं नहीं नहीं, मैं खुद बोलूंगी ना, चलो आज नहीं नहीं मम्मा, कल हो गया, बस आज नहीं कल हो गया, कल बर्गर हो गया, आज नहीं, आज हेल्दी हेल्दी खाएंगे, घर का खाएंगे।
Exactly. So like that is what we are discussing about this neuroscience things, that
हम्म
आपका बॉडी उस वक्त क्या कह रहा है और मन क्या कह
हम्म
रहा है, तो
हम्म
ऑब्जर्व व्हाट योर बॉडी इज से,
बिल्कुल
नॉट
बिल्कुल।
व्हाट योर माइंड इज से। माइंड
हम्म
को तो खाने से कोई मतलब नहीं है ना, माइंड को तो
हम्म
बस टेस्ट से मतलब है या क्वांटिटी से मतलब है।
एग्जैक्टली।
बॉडी को मतलब है फूड से, तो
हम्म
बॉडी रिस्पॉन्ड्स अकॉर्डिंगली। बॉडी को पता है क्या लेना है, कितना लेना है।
वही
एंड
ना
वंस यू डिसिप्लिन योर बॉडी, it becomes easy to discipline yourself.
जब तक
Pinaki,
आपको हंगर
can I?
फील ना हो ना, तब तक वही ना कि तब तक हमें नहीं जाना चाहिए खाने के पास भी, मुझे ऐसा लगता है, जब तक आपको हंगर फील ना हो।
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
है ना?
Nature, like you follow
हम्म
the nature's way,
हम्म
things become easy.
करेक्ट।
Yes, yes, Debbie.
यस सर।
Yes. Good evening, Pinaki. Good evening, everyone. So my daughter continuously asks for Maggie
Hmm.
and ice cream, two of her favorites. So then, what do we do? It is very extremely difficult to restrict a child.
नहीं, रेखा ने तो बता दिया क्या करना है।
No, but at the age of tender age of 8 years old, she's not able to understand,
तो उसका
that this
बच्चा
is
तो
not
थोड़ा और
good
बड़ा
for
था।
her. Yeah,
When
exactly.
Rekha
Her son
trained
was
her
a little.
children, they were a little bigger than that.
Yes. So at the age of 8, my child does not. I've tried that on a
Hmm.
new on innumerable occasions, in numerous occasions, but she
See,
does not.
Debbie,
She's a
it's
child,
all
so I
about
can't
how,
expect
what are
her
you
to.
trying. It's not about, it's what you're trying. Like Rekha said, only Saturday. That's it.
No, no, I am not trying. I'm giving in to
So the
her
point
demand.
is that, see, the point is the message that you are giving her. Like if she, once she gets this message loud and clear that this is not good for her, she won't. लेकिन वो मैसेज उस तक अभी तक पहुंचा नहीं, किसी भी तरीके से आप
Pinaki,
उसको
yeah,
पहुंचा
at
नहीं
the age
पाए।
of 8, what kind of, I mean, how much do they
Eight
एट
is
understand?
good
डेबी,
enough for
उसके साथ आप
maturity,
भी
Debbie.
एंजॉय करो, नहीं आप डे फिक्स करके आप भी एंजॉय करो,
एंजॉय
उसके
करो,
साथ
दोनों मिलके खाओ।
सेलिब्रेशन बना दो उसको, दोनों मिलके, कि हम दोनों मतलब वो सेलिब्रेशन मोड में डाल दो, तो बच्चे ज्यादा एंजॉय भी करते हैं और फिर बात भी सुनते हैं। ऐसा मुझे लगता है।
Okay, I will try this.
Debbie,
Pinaki,
Yes,
should I
Sonal.
should
I
I
want
share
to.
my experience?
Yeah,
Sure,
please,
sure.
please.
Please, please, please. Please,
My
Karuna ma'am.
daughter, I hope she won't listen. When she was small,
Can we have Sonal? Sonal wanted to share something.
Yes, sir.
Please come on camera,
Sir,
Sonal, if you don't mind.
yes, sir, of course. Hello, sir. Hello, ma'am. Ma'am,
हेलो।
sir, actually, I want to share my thoughts about this particular thing that Rekha ma'am has said. तो उन्होंने बताया उसके बारे में मैं कुछ कहना चाहती हूँ about my son. My son is 5 years old. एक्चुअली फ्रॉम द चाइल्डहुड, मतलब मेरे को भी मेरी मदर ने हमेशा ये बताया कि दिस इज अनहेल्दी, दिस इज हेल्दी, सो डोंट ईट दैट फूड। तो मैंने बहुत ही कम, मतलब अनहेल्दी फूड में खाती थी, बट बड़े होने के बाद थोड़ा सा शुरू हो गया, बट बचपने में कम ही था। तो मैं अपने चाइल्ड को भी यही बताती हूँ कि यह अनहेल्दी है, आपको ये ज्यादा नहीं खाना, यू कांट ईट टू मच, यू कैन ईट दिस मच बट नॉट दिस मच, दिस इज योर रेस्ट्रिक्शन। एंड मैं उसे मतलब बोलती हूँ, जैसे मैम ने बताया कि वन डे आप फिक्स कर लीजिए, मैंने उन्हें फिक्स किया है कि जिस दिन आपका हॉलीडे रहेगा, लाइक संडे, आई विल गिव यू समथिंग दैट यू वांट, जो आप चाहते हो वो मैं दूंगी। बट सर क्या होता है कि 5 years ओल्ड है, तो वो आफ्टर 2 to 3 days ही वांट, मम्मा कुछ मिल जाता तो अच्छा रहता, मम्मा आई वांट समथिंग एल्स। तो सर मेरे को ये नहीं समझ आता, मैं सर वहां पे क्या करूं, लाइक मैं फिक्स तो कर दी, बट फिर भी वो मतलब बोलते कि नहीं मम्मा कुछ और खाना है, मुझे ये अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है।
अच्छा,
एट दैट टाइम
मैं
व्हाट?
आपको दो बहुत सुंदर सजेशन देता हूँ। ओके,
यस सर।
सजेशन नंबर 1 is you let that child sit and actually write, if she can write her favorite
यस।
foods. उसको बोलो अपना लिस्ट बनाओ and let her prepare that list. Don't restrict her. उसके दिमाग में जो जो आ रहा है, let her put that. and then tell her the next activity के कौन सा वीकडे में आप कौन सा लेना चाहते हो. Because if you want to enjoy all your favorite
Yes.
foods, you have to plan your food. इसका मतलब
Yes.
plan your eating habit. तो हम बच्चों को
Yes.
बताते हैं स्कूल में कि you plan your eating habit, है ना.
Yes,
मम्मी
sir.
तेरे पापा तेरे उनकी सुनने की जरूरत नहीं. You plan your eating habit. तो before you plan your eating habit, you start writing what you love to eat.
Yes,
So
sir.
what happened that in the schools where I work with, children came up with 15-20 things.
Yes,
So
sir.
now they are thinking के जिनको हम prioritize करने के लिए बोलते हैं, but all those are favorite for them. So now you fix the days. तो 7 दिन में तो हो ही नहीं सकता possible.
Yes, sir.
So many a times what is happening, it is happening once or twice a month. This is one way of doing it. ठीक है. Second way is जिसको हम बोलते हैं psychological treatment. Now psychological treatment is very funny. You know, it's all a game of taste bud. It's all a game of taste bud.
Yes.
So you tell the child to eat slowly.
Yes.
Eat slowly. बोलो आप खाओ, जो आपका पसंद है वही खाओ. You want to eat Maggie? चलो ठीक है, but you have to finish this in 20 minutes. You cannot finish it in 5 minutes. You eat slowly. Now what
So what will
happens?
happen?
Yeah, what happens is that the taste buds, they do not tolerate a particular taste after a particular time. Most of the time it is beyond 5 minutes. 5 मिनट उनके लिए बहुत होता है for the taste buds.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Taste buds, अपना जो taste bud है, they do not tolerate a particular taste for more than 3 to 5 minutes. तो अगर आप धीरे धीरे खाओगे ना, इतना खाना रह जाएगा, खाएगा ही नहीं बच्चा. बोल नहीं मेरा मन नहीं
So,
कर रहा. So
yes,
what
it
is
happens.
happening? Yeah, the way the child's brain has been programmed till date because of you, because of her environment. If the child is going to school, तो स्कूल में भी बच्चे वही लेके आते हैं या सुनते रहते हैं मम्मी से. मम्मी जब किसी और के साथ बात करता है, वो खुद ही फोन पे बोल रही है कि मेरी बेटी तो हर दिन मैगी खाती है. तो क्या व्हाट मैसेज यू आर गिविंग इन फ्रंट ऑफ योर चाइल्ड? So these words, these behaviors are programming the behavior of the child. The child is not hungry to eat that food. The child is behaving to eat that particular food to satisfy her behavior at that point of time.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So just play these two games. Very simple. The first game is the most powerful one and most effective one. उसको बोलो तुम्हारा क्या क्या. Don't tell her the second question. First question is write down what are your favorite foods. उसमें उसके चॉकलेट भी आ सकता है, जेम्स भी आ सकता है. बच्चों के लिस्ट में बहुत लंबा लिस्ट होता है.
वन मोर थिंग पिनाकी, मतलब अब ये मैं एक चीज ऐड कर रही हूँ. आप उसके साथ जो वो खाना चाह रहा है उसके साथ एंजॉय करना स्टार्ट कर दो. मतलब यू आर
You
मेकिंग
also
देम
eat,
फील
exactly.
गिल्ट फील करा देते. ये फिर तुमने आज मांग लिया, ये फिर तुमने आज मांग लिया, ये नहीं. मतलब वो उनको बैड फीलिंग आती है, लेकिन कहीं ना कहीं उनका एक एसोसिएशन हो चुका है उस खाने से, है ना. तो आप एंजॉय करना स्टार्ट करोगे ना, तो वीक में वो उनको भी लगेगा कि मम्मा भी एंजॉय करती है. वाह, चलो मम्मा, चलो बच्चे आज खाएं, आज मैगी
It's
डे है,
like
आज
थोड़ा
अपना
थोड़ा
आज
शेयर
मैगी डे
लेना.
कर लेते हैं. हाँ, थोड़ा थोड़ा शेयर
तो
लेना.
शेयरिंग से
उससे
भी एक
मैंने
this
मैंने
yeah, so this is
एक्सपीरियंस
the third thing
बहुत
that you
अच्छा
can do.
मुझे तो मिला.
जो रेखा कह रही है
करेक्ट.
कि this is also very effective. Like this, इसमें क्या था, चाइल्ड के अंदर एक एक अच्छा हैबिट इनकलकेट होता है, वो शेयरिंग का हैबिट. Even if that child is having a chocolate, आप उसको बोलो थोड़ा सा मुझे दो, थोड़ा सा. You just take that थोड़ा सा मैगी, थोड़ा सा चॉकलेट, थोड़ा सा एक जेम्स मुझे दो. You know, the
दैट इज
child
क्वालिटी
actually
टाइम, एक्चुअली क्वालिटी
But
टाइम.
that is
actually quality time, and at the same time you say that नहीं बाबा मुझे इससे ज्यादा नहीं लेना. I don't want to make myself sick. बस one
but
is good enough. इतना से because I want to
Pinak,
satisfy my taste bud. I'm okay with that.
Pinaki and Rekha ji, will that reduce the craving of the child? How is it going?
Automatically, automatically. See, you have to
Has
No,
follow
to
the
be
process.
brought
why?
in
Why? But
practice.
why? My question is why? I mean,
क्या why?
scientifically, Like, why would it? I mean, why would it reduce? I mean,
आया पहले करके देखो फिर भाई अपने आप को पता चल जाएगा.
But then
First
it
you do
has to
it.
be in practice. You cannot assume that after saying once and twice you will get the good results.
Yes, yes.
It
It
has to
will
be in
take time.
practice.
continuous, yeah,
Yes,
It will
yes.
continuous
take time.
practice.
Yes.
And one more
Yes.
idea which I have followed, by chance it happened and then I followed. I cooked a horrible Maggie and my daughter said the taste is not very good and she never ate after that.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
ये करो.
I I think I should try that.
And
See,
Thanks
secondly,
so much
the
for
purpose
sharing.
secondly,
is
all the mothers, I have seen, जल्दी खाओ, जल्दी खत्म करो, इतनी देर हो गई है. No, this is very bad.
this is very
Let
bad.
them eat. The
Let them
practice
eat.
of eating slow, not very slow also, like a bowl of custard is there or something else and he's taking 1 hour. Okay, no, this should not happen, but he has to eat.
Let them take their own time,
Yes,
na? Yes,
yes,
let
yes.
them take their own time. Yes.
Yes, slow eating is very important because that regulates taste buds, olfaction, gastroreceptors, everything. So,
But
and
are you
5 years
serious
old are
when you
not very
say?
small
Are you
nowadays.
serious when you say once your Maggie went sour and your child actually stopped? I mean,
No,
she or he has
she left it
asked for
the
Maggie
whole
after that.
bowl. Okay, ki I don't know why it is not tasting good. She was not well that day. Next time again, I thought let me do the same thing. Um, Deliberately, I did second time. Third time again, deliberately I did, and she left it forever.
Oh, wow. Thank you
Breads,
for sharing.
See,
pizza.
fundamentally what we are talking about is programming the mind. अभी mind जैसे program होके बैठा है ना, वो default mode में चल रहा है. Default उसको बोल रहा है कि यही सही है, क्योंकि वो default भी हम ही ने बनाया है. So we have to figure out how we can change that default. We can create a new default, a new normal for the child.
Pinaki, in Taruna ma'am's case, what do you think must have happened? Twice, thrice, she didn't like the taste, and
Probably one thing could be कि मैगी ऐसे भी होता है यार,
नहीं,
मम्मी के
मम्मा
हाथ का
अच्छा
खाना
बनाती
नहीं
ही
है.
नहीं है.
हाँ
मम्मी
देखो,
अच्छा
मैंने
बनाती ही
मैंने
नहीं है.
पकड़ लिया ना, मम्मी का हाथ का खाना नहीं
Same thing
okay.
with vegetables also. She does not eat bharta, बैगन का भरता. She ate it somewhere. She is 22 years old. Now she said, "Mama, एक बार बनाना मैं खाऊंगी." तो when she was small, I used to give it to neighbor's house कि ये सब्जी है, जरा आप भेज देना, कहना सानवी के लिए भेजा है. She used to love it. She used to eat
Oh,
it क्योंकि पड़ोसी
really?
के घर से आया है.
Acha.
So
ये
we have to
programming
develop
है.
है.
such.
Anyway, see, the
Yes,
objective is
yes.
that, see, if you can train your child to discipline in eating, that child can discipline in anything in her life or in his life. This is just a starting point, like that's why it is so serious. It's a starting point. I would request Bikash to add something and also Mangala ma'am to add to this before we close the session. Mangala ma'am, we can't hear you. Please, you need to unmute yourself.
When we think of items of food, I'm concentrating on the items, not on the psychology, which is part two. When we think in terms of items of food, if we can categorize them as certain items are necessity, certain items will be luxury, and others will be disciplined. Now I'll explain the three. Certain
Hmm.
items are necessity in terms of, say, vegetable chapati, which you need to eat every day. I'm giving simple examples. Certain luxury items would be, say, rasgulla or ice cream or bhel or chocolate, depending on the child's liking. Those will be, say, once a week. And others will be disciplined items, like children don't like to eat vegetables, but it's compulsory. So this will come under discipline. So when you categorize this, I think children get geared, and then they are programmed and they will obey. This is what I think it should be. And to this, you can link in terms of time, how often you want the necessity, how often the discipline should be inculcated, and how, with what frequency luxury items should be given. This is what I think is parenting. And we blame the child, but I think we should blame the parents more. So if we, orient ourselves and then orient the child, I don't think there is a problem. Thank you.
Wow, beautiful, wonderful inputs. Okay, so let's close the session. I think
Pinaki,
Bikash left.
Pinaki, I want to just, if you could just throw light on one very intense topic, issue.
Hmm.
I have heard that, I have witnessed people when they are frustrated, when they are feeling incomplete with their own life, they resort to eating like
Yes.
crazy,
Yeah.
and they put on weight. What is the connect? Can you just throw
See,
light on this
that's
connect?
how we started the session, and that's what I have explained in initial part of the
Oh,
session. So Devi, next time you must join my sessions on time.
yes, yes, yes. Sorry for that. Yeah, I
Okay,
missed it.
I'm not
Okay,
going to
okay.
repeat them.
Yeah,
Okay, so you can
because
see them,
people are
you can
literally
watch the
throwing their
videos,
lives.
you can
Yes,
watch
yes,
the
yeah.
videos, but it is
Sure,
my
sure.
request that when you join my session, join on time. Otherwise आप
Yes,
बहुत कुछ
Pinaki.
मिस कर जाओगे.
Yes, yes, yes. Definitely.
Anyway,
Point
thank you
noted.
so much
Thank
everyone
you.
for taking this up. That we have a very strong presence in the session this evening, and just share your experiences, share your insight. How do you like the session? If you like this session, then we can continue such sessions, because I have plenty of subjects to discuss. I was talking to Anupam, and Anupam said that why didn't you share this with me earlier? पहले बोलते तो we could have designed that program that way also. So anyway, we have plenty of such topics, and these will be actually interactive sessions. So there won't be any training sessions uh, other than that we are doing on Saturdays. No training sessions. It will be purely discussion sessions from your own experiences, and I will connect everything with neuroscience because that is my favorite topic. So I'll connect with
Fine.
neuroscience, and I will give you gems of information which you will love to implement not only for your child but also on yourself as well.
Yes.
You know. So that's it. Thank you so much for this wonderful evening.
Thank you, Pinaki.
Let's
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
pick up
Thank
again
you,
sir.
next week
Pinaki,
on
Thank
for
Saturday.
you,
an
sir.
amazing session.
Thank you.
Thank
It was
you.
Thank
very
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
enlightening.
you so
Thank you.
much,
Bye.
sir.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you so